Điểm mạnh lớn nhất của Thành Tín ở vào thời điểm này.
Thực thanh toán khi bán hàng hóa theo quy định. Đăng ký nộp thuế điện tử qua cổng thông tin điện tử của cơ.
Lệnh cảnh sát biển Việt Nam, chức danh pháp lý của cảnh sát.
Thì có rất là nhiều cái lĩnh vực mình phải
vulnerable alleged victims. And when it comes
100 Nigerians have returned home from South Africa after a series of xenophobic attacks targeting migrants. At least 10 people have been killed in riots in Pretoria and Johannesburg, where foreign-owned businesses have also been targeted and burned. 188 Nigerians touched down in Lagos last night, with more expected to follow over the coming days. The Cuban government has warned people to expect blackouts and shortages because of US sanctions on Venezuelan fuel. President Miguel Diaz-Canel said the distribution, especially of diesel, was being badly affected by the sanctions. Venezuela is Cuba's main oil supplier. The Prime Minister of the South Pacific Kingdom of Tonga has died in New Zealand. Akalise Pahiva was 78 and had been suffering from pneumonia. He became Prime Minister in 2014. He spent years campaigning against the monarchy's feudal power system, calling for ordinary voters to be given more say in their government. Now, could this be the ultimate way of escaping the hustle and bustle of city life? Michael Lazaro works as a doctor in Manila, but in his spare time, he's a free diver, an extreme sport where people go deep underwater without breathing equipment. So, hold your breath. Here's his story.
Underwater is absolute silence. You can only hear your heartbeat and nothing else. It's like a dub, dub, dub. I dive with my eyes closed all the time. Mentally, you should forget everything. Your problems, your work. Just focus your mind for the dive itself and nothing more. I'm Michael Lazaro. I was born and raised in Manila. So I work as a doctor in the city. But the lifestyle there is so fast-paced and very toxic. So I have to go away and find somewhere peaceful. Unlike here in Bohol, it's a slow pace. You can control your time. When I was young, I always go to Bohol to spend my vacation. And I always do snorkeling. There's nothing more to do here in Bohol back then. No internet. So we would just do snorkeling all day. That's how my love for the sea started. Free diving gives me the opportunity to connect physically and mentally with nature. With this sport, there's no adrenaline rush. So the main recipe here is purely relaxation. The world is just getting slow. Everything is in slow motion. There's a free fall, meaning the gravity will just pull you down without any effort, without kicking, without feeling. When your muscles are tense, you consume a lot of oxygen, unknowingly, unconsciously. So you lose a lot of oxygen if you're not relaxed. Of course, there's a scare factor during the dive. The deeper you go, the more dangerous it is. Sometimes I'm thinking if I will survive the dive or will I surface again? I specialize in ear, nose, throat, head and neck surgery. I understand these organs, how they work, so I can push myself further. When you emerge, it feels like you're born again. Having the first gasp, the first breath of life, it's very addictive. It's like a mind game, and it's a life-changing experience.
You can see that, but I think it takes a special type of person to be a free diver. Let's just take you to Zimbabwe now, where the body of Robert Mugabe, the former president, is being prepared to lie in state in a football stadium in the capital Harare. Mr. Mugabe's family say his body will be displayed in his village, Kutema, on Sunday night and will be buried at a private ceremony on either Monday or Tuesday. Good to have you with us on GMT. Bye-bye.
Hello, just want to bring you right up to date with Asia's weather prospects, then we'll move on towards Australia and New Zealand. First of all, into Asia. A lot of dry weather across the islands of Indonesia. It is that time of year, but air quality a bit of an issue given the number of fires in a number of locations further north. It'll be the amount of rain that will cause concerns in the next 24 hours or so across the heart of the Philippines. Further north, something slightly drier at last to speak of for the greater part of Japan, although